We're good. We're live.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
okay.
So, so we lost Tasha for now. Hopefully you can see us on YouTube now. I don't, or on Facebook. I don't know, but we're just gonna roll with it now. Oh, here's Tasha. She made it.
My browser connection disappeared apparently.
That'll happen. But let's get into some events coming up. I know you have a big event coming up, Lisa, next weekend, and Tasha's gonna
Yeah,
be part of that too. So
she is. Super exciting. Yes. So, I don't know, probably about the end of December, decided that, there's been so many amazing women that have reached out and asked me to take them ice fishing or meet them on the ice or, help them or whatever. And so then I decided, it'd be so great to put on an adventure rather, where we could get a whole bunch of women together. And, really it's women empowering women, have people like Tasha and a bunch of other volunteers that are helping out. And so the way that it works is that in the morning, we are doing basically workshops, 5 different workshops where we are going to teach and hopefully inspire women to just, want to take on fishing. So the workshops will start off with learning how to auger and work through the different workshops. And in the end, basically, it is proper catch and release. And so everything from, knot tying to proper technique of catching walleye, what lures to use, putting on a frozen minnow to then, like I said, proper catch and release. And then the afternoon session, then we'll have a lunch. And then the afternoon session is just a fun, let's go fishing, let's find some walleye. And basically then just take the skills they learned in the morning and apply them in the afternoon. Of course, us volunteers will be there to help. And hopefully the women will want to just do it on their own. But of course, we'll be there to assist and just have a lot of fun with it. I'm looking forward to it. How about you, Tasha?
Oh, I'm super looking forward to it. Fun. Like I'm excited to meet you and like a bunch of the other volunteers, the ladies that signed up. It's just gonna be a blast.
It
And I've
is.
never been up there. That's the farthest
Oh,
northeast in Alberta I've ever been, so
mm,
it will be fun.
I'm super excited. And honestly, one of the biggest compliments about this event was, and it just showed that, women really are looking for adventures, is the Saturday's event sold out in 2 days. And Sunday, Lac La Biche is a little bit of a drive pretty much for everybody because it's not a central lake. So Sunday, we still have, I think, 6 seats or 6 tickets available. But still, all in all, that's pretty great. And yeah, I can't wait to meet so many amazing women and just watch them grow and meet them and be a part of their adventure.
yeah, for sure. And you got overnight shacks there, and what other things you got going on there?
What did you say? Sorry, overnight. I
Shack?
missed.
Do you have overnight shacks or shacks that you guys are using for the day?
So during the day, we have 10 ice fishing tents set up with heat in them. And then there are 3 ice fishing shacks that some ladies have rented out and are able to sleep on the ice. And then there is a discounted rate at a hotel in Lac La Biche. And honestly, Mitch, Tasha, I just cannot believe how much the town has really stepped up behind us or with us, I should say, and how much they've supported us. We have 2 lunch sponsors, so they're sponsoring lunch for us, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. One company is going to sponsor like the porta potties, and they're doing a cash donation, and just some amazing people in that town. It's incredible. And honestly, this event wouldn't and couldn't happen without the community support and business support because it does take a lot of money and time to do this, right? So another company, they're supporting Lac La Biche Off Road Rentals, and they're supplying like an outfitter's tent with a wood stove in there, and they're supplying a 6x6 side by side for us to use to get around, because it's quite a big area that that you have to be a part of, and just another guy's coming out with his skid steer to clear the area for parking. I mean, it's just incredible. It's so incredible to see so many people want to see you succeed and want to see this event succeed, and it's humbling, and it's just wow. Yeah.
That's awesome. And like the lake's phenomenal. You have a chance to catch your personal best walleye there, even if you're an avid angler.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, there's a good chance that everybody can catch a fish. And like you said, it's a good chance you can catch your personal best. So and there's pike, and there's and perch, and there's burbot, and that fish I can't catch, but he's in there. He's in there.
We're in there. We'll get them.
Because Tasha, you're heading up earlier, so maybe you guys can go for whiteys that day.
Do on Friday.
Maybe so. Maybe you'll see Lisa swear a lot.
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, those things, those fish just have it in for me, I'll tell you.
Yeah. And there's a couple other events this weekend. There's on Angling Lake by Bonnyville there on February 5th. There's a tournament to support a hockey team, I believe.
Awesome.
And then there also is Slave Lake this weekend has a tournament too. And Slave's fun.
I'd love to go up there too.
Mm-hmm.
Slave's sweet. It's a good lake. Then later in the year, in the next couple of weeks, there'll be Selvin as their Winter X Festival, and just tons of stuff, skating, ice slides. I think they have some poutine festival and a fishing tournament. So that's a double whammy, but that's when Cold Lake is. So no poutine for me.
Cold Lake should be fun. I mean, it was sold out in what, days, hours? A day.
Yeah. No, it was a couple of weeks, I think, because I didn't go right away, but.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Adam, for that. Tasha, I'm sure will show me, because.
Show you the way, and
show
if
me
not,
the way.
but,
I have them come in for everybody who wants to know. I can get them to come in. I can get them to come look at my lure, and then they're gone. So.
And like, bye. That's because they know how good you are at catching everything else. So they're like, no, we know this lady. We're out of here. And maybe that's it. I don't know.
No, they're like,
you know the rest of the fish's names in that lake, so they're hiding from you.
Yeah, right. They're just like, oh no, we're gonna piss this lady off.
oh, probably.
Oh, come on, Mitch. It was funny when you came up fishing. Yeah, typical. Mitch comes up fishing and holy man, we got walleye coming in, we got a bite coming in, and then it's weights, and all I see is Mitch do this. One rod, next rod, this goes down, that goes down. He goes, to heck with it. I'm just going for walleye.
Well, I never like a camera. I never like a camera for whiteys. I think they're scared of it. I know lots of people will take a vine from like Michael's or a craft store and wrap it around their cord, even for like sunfish and perch.
Interesting.
This is a tip for a lot of things, and it builds instant cover. Like you're building cover for fish around you. So it just looks like a vine, and fish are going to come by and check it out. I've seen that for pan fishing. A lot of guys do it, but I know people have done it for whitefish and say they can catch them on the camera, but it's like they don't like being around that camera for some reason.
But the thing is that I can get them in. Like I've had them come right in, vertical on my like right down on my lure, and then just I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had them come through on the camera too, but flasher looking down the hole.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And sorry, I just need to go back because I'm so I use the vines for brookies. Oh, nice. I'm so bad at I'm still learning about saying thank yous. So can I just go back to my tournament or my adventure for a second?
Yeah.
I just need to do a couple more shout outs. Sorry, everyone. So I wanted to make a big shout out to Laklavish County. Thank you guys so much. Huge supporter, and they've done an amazing job standing behind us and supporting us on this event. Harvest Your Own, again, thank you guys. Amazing. ACA, you guys have done such a great job helping us out and providing some great gear. Quantum, I mean, it's just, again, the list goes on. And you know what? One of the biggest things that I think is so great is that each lady is going to walk away with probably about a $75 gift. So they're going to walk away with the gear to actually go ice fishing on their own. So they're going to walk away with a rod, a Len Thompson spoon, big sky flies and jigs, so a jig, a hat, just some amazing, amazing gear. So I just wanted to take that moment because I'm really bad at that sometimes. So thank you.
Yeah, no, that sounds phenomenal. Like, yeah, it's a good way to get people into it, and there has to be more events like that, just even for kids and anybody that just wants to get into stuff like that, especially with all the COVID and now everybody wants to just go do something, but you can't go do anything. So it's a perfect time to do stuff like this. Get outdoors, make memories, pretty much.
Absolutely, and you know the big thing that I've learned along the way here, and especially in the last 5 years, is that, I mean, I know it seems so simple, but not everybody grew up in a family or had mentors, brothers, sisters, that had or dads or grandpas or whoever, right? Who had them to mentor them, right? A lot of people might have this passion inside of them or this drive to want to try these adventures or do whatever, but don't even know where to start, don't even know how. And so by providing an adventure like this, it's safe, it's fun. We're here to build confidence. There's no judgment. It's just, let's get out there. Let's just all have a blast and support each other. That's it. And hopefully we catch some great fish. But again, we couldn't do it without sponsors or the community. Honestly, there's no way. The costs involved in doing something like this. So again, so humbled to everyone who has supported this event and us.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you're going to catch a phenomenal fish. It's a phenomenal lake. So much structure. It's just, I want to explore it more because it's awesome. But
it truly is. Like it's a basin driven lake, right? A west and an east basin. And I always say, because I've lived there my whole life, I also say that there's this south east basin as well. And the structure in there is phenomenal. And there is so many places to fish and so many great fish to find. And it's great to see the perch come back, the burbot. It's good.
How about that burbot you caught tonight? What? That thing was flat.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I actually can't believe I didn't swear. I was in shock.
You did good. I would have thrown an F-bomb out for sure. For sure.
Sorry, Lisa, are you driving up for cold or at least a social fish? I don't understand.
He's just wondering if you're going to fish Cold Lake on the tournament, I think.
Oh, unfortunately, I missed the registration, but I am really hoping that someone will want me to come fish with them because I'd really like to come fish. So hopefully someone says, "Hey, come fish with us."
Perfect.
So yes, I would like to come to Cold Lake.
Well, come on up.
Awesome.
We'll be running around somewhere up there.
Perfect. Then I will bring bring all my gear and do some fishing.
And hopefully you don't catch the winner of the tournament, because that would not be happy for everybody.
I won't.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I just want to come and chat with everybody and just learn.
For that, I
Talk.
hope you do catch the biggest fish. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. Oh, so good.
What are you most, well, we only got, it's mid-season, so we got a fair bit of ice left. What do you guys, do you have a certain trip you're looking forward to for the rest of the year, or just kind of winging it?
I'm going to go all over the place, but I'm looking forward to some spring trout hunting. I want to get out to those mountain lakes and hunt some cutthroat trout and some bull trout. I got a couple lakes that down south here that I want to fish for lake trout. They happen to be in very, very windy locations, so I'm sure I'm hoping for a small window one day to get a morning bite in or two. I think that's my favorite, and then obviously spring walleye and pike are good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So for ice fishing, still, I am hoping to do a 2-week trip in Saskatchewan, hitting basically from Last Mountain to to Tobin, sorry, and hitting a few, just kind of going on a solo trip. And then towards the end of February, I'm going to be doing a week down south, hitting a few lakes and hitting Newell at one point and hitting a few other lakes. And then hopefully I get to do a trip with Mitch, Tasha, Aaron, all of you. I don't know, but some mountain I haven't done, and I've never actually fished for rainbows or cutthroats, or so that is on my bucket list this year, and hopefully before the end of March I can go check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
anytime you want to come down, girl.
Awesome.
No, we got a good trout bite right now, but no, it's fun bass fishing.
What? Yeah, like
BC is amazing. I love those lakes down there.
So much.
Yeah, that would be good too.
So much. They're so strong. Like even the small ones, pound for pound, they're so much fun. In my float tube, I was getting like I had a 14-inch bass on pulling me around in my float tube with flippers on, and I have tree trunks for legs, and he was still pulling me. I'm like, that is so much fun. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Like you hook in one on the ultralight and it's 12 inches and it's like, and it's like, whoa, shit.
I had the pleasure of, I went to Palm Springs.
Okay.
And so I took a drive. I went to Pierce Lake, I think it was, and I went bass fishing. I just hired somebody and said, hey, take me out. And I went largemouth bass fishing, and I caught some great bass. And in the last bass I caught was just about 6 pounds, 512 or something. Oh my Lanta, like you said, holy, what a battle. Like you can't even believe this. You're like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
It's such a good fight, and very comparable to our walleye when they're super feisty and angry, when they're all aggressive and pissed off.
Yeah. Nice. They're pretty close in BC, 'cause otherwise we gotta drive. Well, Saskatchewan has them down south there too, but the BC drive's so much closer.
Yeah.
And
Whereabouts in BC? Like, roughly?
The Cranbrook area is always, there's a fair bit of lakes there. Like they're illegally introduced. Same as the perch and everything. Like perch on most of those lakes are unlimited. So
yeah.
And
you can catch nice perch. And you can make a good perch fry.
Nice. I hear a trip in the near future. What's that?
I had one of those last week. It's nice when you only need a few of them instead of 20.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's sweet
awesome.
down there.
And I don't feel so bad. Like if I catch a nice one, I don't feel as bad about eating it. But any nice ones I've caught here, going right back because that's
Yeah.
basically a unicorn fish.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, down south anyway. Down south,
Yeah.
you gotta work for them.
Yeah. Even up north, you catch a 14+ inch perch, it's going back. But is there any other species you guys want to touch on, or?
I'd love to go back, and I had an amazing trip last summer catching lake trout at Cree Lake Lodge.
Yeah.
And I had honestly the most phenomenal, I would say a trip of a lifetime, truly.
That was with the Garretts?
No, with Scribers. Scribers?
Oh, yeah.
Adam and so Cree Lake Lodge, not Cree River Lodge.
Yeah.
And honestly, like when I say trip of a lifetime, and I don't mean to sound okay, this is not bragging. I want to explain how amazing, because honestly I cried because I just couldn't believe what was happening. And I caught in one day I caught 2 fish 42 inches long, 26-inch girth. The next day went back and caught another one just over 42, and I think a 25-inch girth. And it's just, I don't think that'll ever happen again in my lifetime. And I kid you not, like I was crying. The poor little, not little, just young, 20-some-year-old guy. But honestly, the poor kid, he probably is like, let me jump off my boat. When am I really done crying? Like, no, I'm not done. Okay, we're pretty passionate here. Like, just leave me alone. But honestly, it was just like that to me was a trip of a lifetime. And you know, and then to catch still pike and Arctic grayling, and oh, actually, I did catch a whitefish there. No, a sucker. Caught a sucker. Damn.
Yeah, whatever, Lisa.
Yeah, whatever. But you know, to still have like a multi-species weekend or week, and yeah, that was a trip of a lifetime for me. And I keep saying that word, but you know, when you just the trip you're not going to forget, right? So, yeah. Phenomenal, truly phenomenal.
I would love to head up there. One of my bucket list fish is Arctic char. So I love, like, and there a couple people I know over the years have worked up at Plumbers, so that's always a lodge I'd like to go up.
Thanks, Hugh. Sorry.
And even the big grayling, like we can catch small grayling down here, but man, that would be awesome to catch a 22-inch big fat thick grayling.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and this,
like they are fishy little fish, they're so beautiful.
Totally, and the strength, because they're in the river system, right? And so the strength on them and the battle, like, and the flips and the acrobats and the, like, oh my, you know.
Oh, so acrobatic. I'd say they're one of the most acrobatic fish that I've fished for. Like even when I was learning to fish, we had a little lake here. It's winter killed, so there's not a lot of them left, but you could sit there and catch 50 or so grayling in a day. And you're using a lightweight rod or your fly rod, and they're just zooming all over the place. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Like it's so. Go ahead, Mitch. Sorry.
Yeah, they're amazing. Like when we're at Thero Lake Lodge this year, they take you down in a riverboat off the lake into a river system, and you fish these sharp runs, and like you catch them every cast. It was one after another. Then it's like, oh, I'm catching too many. We better go chase something else.
Well, you know you have a problem when.
But I've always caught a lot of grayling, like half the family from the Yukon and stuff. So
right.
I've always fished a lot of grayling every year, and you go catch a bunch. And then I was more there just for hog lake trout, because lake trout went from my list in the last 4 years, like to one of the top fish for me to chase, just wrapping my head around how to find those bigger ones. And every year I'm getting better and better at that. just knowing their locations and kind of where they hang out, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing, and even to see them on the, the depth finders and stuff, or the fish finders, and see them stacked up, and still, I mean, it's still a talent to figure out how to land them. I mean, why aren't they biting? They're piled up on top of each other. What's going on? Why why can't you trigger it?
Yeah.
Are they looking for a jigging motion? Are they looking for a trolling motion? Are they looking, the game. Gotta love the game. It's the addiction.
Andy, my mentor that passed away, he always said, no matter what, when you go to a new lake trout lake, start out fishing lake trout like you would for walleye, and then kind of go from there. And he's like, that's how he taught me how to fish them, and how I learned to fish for trout through the ice was fishing for not big lake trout, but middle size, like 20 to 23-inch lake trout, and their mouths are soft and they got a head shake on them like nothing else, so they can pop a lure so easy. And so yeah, that was something that he kind of taught me, that sort of helped me with the lake trouts over the years.
Yeah. That's awesome. Love it. What about sturgeon? You guys do any sturgeon fishing?
Tasha's probably the best on the panel right now. I've only been once. Me and Aaron went with Adam.
Oh yeah.
And he put us on some, and amazing little creatures. I never caught a big one, but I caught these. They're just so awesome to look at. Like just amazing little creatures. You feel how sandy they are and stuff, like a shark.
Yeah.
And your arms, like my arms were just bleeding. If you get a big one after, just total rashes up both your forearms. But you had a good day when that's going on.
Oh, absolutely. Where did you fish for yours?
I fished down with Adam quite a few times for them. I fished the forks down south too. That's kind of a spot everyone goes. That's where I caught my first one ever. I was actually jigging with 6-pound line to catch a sauger for a fishing derby.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden the tin boat, the anchor pulled out, and we just started moving, and Andy's like, you got a sturgeon, you're not stuck. He's like, okay, hold on, pull the anchor, it's less hectic. He pulls out his big net. Next thing I know, he just lifted it up into the net, and he was good to go. It wasn't super huge, maybe 35 inches, but holy, is that a strong fish still. And on a light rod was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got to go on the North Saskatchewan River with lunkers fishing, and what a blast!
With Nick.
And with Nick, and holy man, like you say, the fight, the battle. It's like a big old pike. You think you got it up, and then and back down they go. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. Aaron lost the tank that weekend too. Like it was probably close to a 4-footer. It started tail walking, and it came off on that tail walk. And I think I only caught 2, like maybe 2 foot, but they're so much fun. Just amazing creatures.
They are, and so beautiful, and the release. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like for me, in everything I do in my teachings, catch and release is really, really important to me. It's dear to me. But releasing a sturgeon was one of the most beautiful things. To think that you're holding X amount year-old fish, right? And just the beauty and the strength, and man, when they're ready to go, it's not like any other fish, right? It's not like a pike and I mean that they're letting you know. But it was beautiful. It was really really neat. And the power, like boom, they were gone. We put a GoPro under the water, and it was just like a jet. They were gone.
Yeah.
I'd like to go for white sturgeon.
I'm thinking this year we're gonna try to sneak away down there.
Yeah, I got a couple buddies out that way too, and I would I would love to rip onto one of those
Oh,
8 bad boys. Woo!
Yeah.
right? Sign me
I,
up.
I think we're gonna do it sooner than later because I hear they're not reproducing well, and with all the stuff that happened with the mudslides and stuff this year, I don't think that's gonna help at all.
No.
So I think if you're gonna book trips, get on it because I think it's not looking good for them out there right now, and they're gonna have to do something to help them out.
No, and there's already, I'm pretty sure, some environmental groups that are lobbying to close fishing to them altogether anyways. And I know for certain species they'll do that for a period of years. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Like, save the species. There's other fish we can fish for, but it would definitely be an experience I'd like to get in on for sure.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I'm thinking within the next couple of years because it's not looking good out there.
Yeah.
But hopefully it turns around or something happens. But okay, I have another prize. More prizes from our friends over at Brown Angling. This will be we got jerk baits, crankbaits, jerk baits, crankbaits. That's going to be added to the monthly prize. So, which one of you want to pick an emoji?
Lisa, you go.
Pick an emoji?
Yeah, you got to pick a certain emoji that people have to type in first to get entered in for the monthly prize package.
Jesus, I don't know.
Jesus.
Look at the emojis.
Just think of something, and it's probably an emoji.
An emoji. I don't know. Fishing emoji. I mean, that's my thing.
Oh, it's the easy one.
Okay. The hug emoji. I'm Ukrainian. I like hugs. So, hug emoji. Do you know which one that is?
I
So
like that
emoji?
one. Hugs are a dying breed with COVID, so give
the
me
hug
another.
emoji. I'm doing this because that's the hug emoji. The hands are up
Oh,
and the little
hug
blushy on the cheeks.
emoji.
Hug. I like
Yeah,
hugs.
that's a healthy one.
I'm
Oh,
Ukrainian. G-rated.
Yep.
I like hugs. G-rated.
we have the winner. We have a winner. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Hugh? Hugh? Hi? Oh,
Hugh.
Hugh? Yeah. He was the first one to get it. So you'll be entered in to this month's prize package. And each week we'll have a different prize to add to this package. So it should be a good one.
Okay, well, Mitch, can I add 2 prizes to that package?
Sure.
Can I add 2 lures? They're called CJ Special Lures.
Oh, CJ Specials.
Yeah. Have you seen them? Do you know them?
No, but my dad used to tie flies with our cat's hair. That were called, the cat was called CJ.
Oh.
And they're called CJ Specials.
Oh God, no.
They were little nymphs. They killed it.
No, this is a really interesting bent kind of like spoon. Anyways, it's from BC.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Do you want me to go get it?
Yeah, the little metal one. I might have an old gold one of those kicking around somewhere.
Are they like a flat with a single hook or?
Flat? Well, I think the one I have is a treble hook.
Yeah.
And it's gold flat and it's like a little L shape if it's what I'm thinking of.
You can there's all different kinds. So you can get treble, you can get single, depending on the size, depending on whatever, right? So this is kind of what they look like.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's different than I'm thinking. That looks like a peach lure almost.
That thing wobbles like crazy.
Yeah, so it's good for trolling. I used it the other day. A friend of mine makes these. Used it the other day jigging, and I caught a walleye.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I would just like to add, it's for trolling. They work really good for salmon, for pike. So I'll throw a couple in. I think they're pretty great.
Nice.
Just throwing it out
Yeah,
there.
they look like they have crazy action with that bottom kick out
Totally.
like that.
And here's the thing. They are handmade by one man in his basement, hand painted, handmade, hand cut, all by one man. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Deadly.
So I'll add a couple of those.
That is in the package.
Okay.
All right. That is a wrap for this week. Next week, it'll be a mystery who comes on because I haven't asked anybody yet, but that won't
See
be
you
a
after
problem.
Tasha.
Right? It
But
worked out.
hey, thanks for coming on, guys. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and sharing some events that hopefully get more people into fishing.
Woo.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us, truly. And thanks everyone for watching and the great comments.
Yeah, we'll see you after the show, and we'll see everybody else Tuesday.
Ciao.
Have a good one.